I always look back and thought that was one of the most outstanding years that we'd ever had here, basically because maybe people didn't think we would have that good a year.
The 1976 team broke the school record for most wins by finishing the season with a 24-3 mark. Central won the Central Tar Heel 2A Conference crown and then went on to sweep South Granville in the 2A State Championship Series. It was the school's first state championship in any sport and would prove to be the first and only state championship for Coach Ronald Scott.
Certainly 1976 would have to be one of the most memorable years of my career and the school's history and so forth, so far as baseball is concerned, because of winning the state 2A championship.
We were able to start practicing February 1st, did not miss a single outdoor practice right on up through our first game. And we weren't sure what kind of team we'd have because you don't know what other teams are having back, returnees. But we had a lot of good, solid players returning this in '76, and we knew it was going to be kind of special because our first home game was with Chapel Hill High School, which is a 4A school, and Mike Brewer pitched and threw a no-hitter against Chapel Hill. And little did we know at that particular time that Mike would go on and have a perfect record. He won 17 ball games that year and didn't lose a single game.
Early on in the season, a game where we were really challenged was over at Pittsburgh against Northwood. They led 4-1, and somehow we rallied for 4 runs in the top of the 6th inning and won that game 5-4. And when you look back on it, I think that game played a big part in our team being able to win the conference title that year.
It was raining nasty. We really didn't want to play the game, but we had to travel pretty good ways to get there. And as the game progressed, it was raining and we'd fallen behind, and we got down to about the last inning. We were down.
Mike Brewer was having an awful time on the mound with his cleats. They were clogged up with mud, sliding everywhere. Everything just seemed awful.
Really nervous, and I had 1 strike on me. They threw me another ball, and I swung one over my head basically. So getting really nervous about the situation, concentrated on it and got a base hit. At that point, everyone started hitting the ball, and we come from behind and actually won that ball game, which was one of the key games in our state playoffs. That game particularly was really emotional and really meant the most to the team. And everyone I think you talked to that was there that day, that was the most memorable game that we had that season.